Hello everyone. Have you been tucking yourself into bed without a worry in the world? Our Earth seems like a relatively safe and sound place, doesn't it? Well, not really. Our planet is home to so many wild and disastrous places. There is an abundance of dangerous places around the world. Here are the most dangerous places in the world. World's dangerous places. Number 1 comes the terrifying Bolivia Death Road. The Death Road, or Camino de la Muerte, is officially known as the North Yungas Road. It winds through the mountains from Bolivia's Yungas region all the way down to Coroico in the jungle region of the Amazon, and was named the world's most dangerous road by the Inter-American Development Bank in 1995 because of the thousands of people who died every year on the death road, an estimated 200 to 300 people a year. Entire buses and trucks dropped off the cliffs regularly, never to be seen again. Built in the 1930s during the Chaco War by Paraguayan prisoners of war, this narrow winding mountain road was then the only connection between the northern parts of Bolivia and its capital La Paz, so many had no choice but to brave this mountain pass despite how many lives it claimed. Thankfully, a new, wider and more modern North Yungas Road that took 20 years to build was finally completed in 2006, and most of the traffic has been diverted that way. The original Death Road still gets a few curious cars passing through, but most of the people on its road today are thrill-seeking cyclists. World's dangerous places. Number 2. Can't argue with that nickname. Known as the Gates of Hell, or the Door to Hell, the Darvaza gas crater is a natural gas field located in an underground cavern. The Gates of Hell crater was created in 1971 when a Soviet drilling rig accidentally punched into a massive underground natural gas cavern, causing the ground to collapse and the entire drilling rig to fall in. Having punctured a pocket of gas, poisonous fumes began leaking at an alarming rate. To prevent the spread of methane gas, geologists set it on fire, and it has supposedly been burning since 1971. Amazingly, despite the crater's foreboding name and ever-present flames, people still trek into the desert to witness the sight in all its blazing glory. The country's government hopes it'll become a tourist site, and the nearby desert has already become a popular place to wild camp. The giant flaming hole has attracted many tourists in the recent decade, who often camp in the surrounding area. World's dangerous places. Number 3 comes Great Blue Hole. The Great Blue Hole remains one of the top attractions in Belize. It is not only a world-class destination for diving but also a rich habitat for a variety of marine life like nurse sharks, reef sharks, black-tip sharks, and even giant groupers. The Great Blue Hole is a tremendous underwater sinkhole that is located off the coast of Belize and lies near the center of Lighthouse Reef. The actual name of the Great Blue Hole was created by British diver and author Ned Middleton. The hole is circular in shape and has over 300 meters across and 125 meters deep. Giant stalactites, dripstone sheets, and columns can be found inside the blue hole. Scientists believe that these structures were formed in a dry cavern above sea level during glacial periods. The Belize Blue Hole attracts divers from around the world due to the amazing experience of exploring enormous underwater stalactites and stalagmites, some measuring up to 12 meters or 40 feet in length, and otherworldly beautiful passages in its depth. The Belize Blue Hole is part of the Belize Barrier Reef Reserve System, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Discovery Channel ranked the Great Blue Hole as number 1 on its list of the 10 most amazing places on Earth. World's dangerous places. Number 4 goes to the land God made in anger. The Skeleton Coast is the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean coast of Namibia and south of Angola, from the Kunene River south to the Swakop River, although the name is sometimes used to describe the entire Namib Desert coast. The coast is normally associated with famous shipwrecks, and stories abound of sailors walking for hundreds of kilometers through this barren Namibian landscape in search of food and water. The name came from the bones that lined the beaches from whaling operations and seal hunts, but more than a few of the skeletons were human. The bone-ridden sand dunes of Namibia's skeleton coast rarely see rain and almost always have a significant surf blowing in from the sea. In the past it was famous for shipwrecks and now a haven for adventure-seeking surfers looking to try its legendary waves. Whale bones and rusted-out ships line its beaches, and the San people of the Namibian interior call it the land God made in anger. World's dangerous places. Number 5 comes the Lake of Farts. One of 3 known exploding lakes. Lake Nyos in Cameroon lies on one side of an inactive volcano and rests on a layer of magma. This magma leaks carbon dioxide in the water, which causes it to convert to carbonic acid. Normally the carbon dioxide remains at the bottom of the lake and is stable, but in rare events, such as an earthquake or landslide, the gas can be emitted in large and potentially dangerous quantities. Tragically, this occurred in 1986, when, due to a volcanic eruption, the lake released a huge cloud of carbon dioxide. The CO2 displaced the air in the surrounding valleys, pushing out the oxygen and suffocating 1,746 people and 3,500 livestock who lived within 25 kilometers of the lake. Degassing pipes have since prevented similar catastrophes. However, a weakening volcano wall poses a new threat of toxic flooding. Although there are risks, the land is known for its great fertility and the lake's surviving inhabitants have returned. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Please do like, share and subscribe now.